Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bali has been one of the hotspot on many expats' list. I don't blame them because Bali is a beautiful island which has different vibes and activities. It has been attracting more and more tourists up to the point that it has suffered with traffic. This reputation has also caused Bali to become a little more expensive to live in. Well, based on many YouTube videos out there at least. Now, is it still possible to live on a decent quality of life here in this beautiful island that some people call paradise? What if $1,500 per month is all you have? Well, let's dive into it. Before we start, I just want to be clear on what kind of expenses we'll be diving into. I do not count entertainment into this budget. I basically stay with essential expenses such as housing, food, transportation, visa cost, and mobile internet. These are the most essential expenses that you'll really need. Living on $1,500 per month depends on your choices really. Want to live in a suite hotel? Want to rent a villa? Or live in a guest house? See why I said it depends on your choices? People who are saying that Bali is getting expensive are people who expect a certain standard of living. If you're a single guy or gal with no family and only travel with a backpack and or a small carrier luggage, then this might be possible. Let's dive into the numbers. I will round the numbers to make this simple. Don't worry though, because I round the numbers up. Let's start with the place to live. This is your biggest expense, which is why I chose to start with. Now, if you want to live within our budget $1,500 per month, then your choice will have to cost around $25 or less per day. So what kind of accommodation you'll be getting with $25 a day, you ask? Well, it will be 1 to 3 stars hotel. Now, you will have to do a little bit of search on the local app like Traveloka, and there should be plenty of rooms that are available for $25 per night. You'll do 30 days and no breakfast. Why? Because you can literally go out and buy your own breakfast, or better yet, just order it on Grab or GoFood. With that $25 times 7 nights equals $175 times 4 weeks equals $700 per month. So here you go, literally your biggest expense each month. Now why I pick hotels? The reason is because you don't have to worry about utility bills, no water bills, and no electricity bills. Another thing is that you are not really tied up. You don't like the hotel you're living in? Move. Find another hotel. Sometimes you even find a better hotels and better deals. Simple, right? Let's move to the next expense, which is food. Food is your second biggest expense. This heavily depends on your choices as well. Now, to stay within our budget, you will have to skip on those Western food like pizza, burgers, steak, etc. Remember, you're on a budget, so I would stay with local Indonesian foods. There are so many warungs all over Bali. This is where Indonesians eat. The prices are way cheaper than restaurants that serves Western cuisine. Western foods can cost you around $8 to $10 per meal. So that's why I suggest that you eat local foods. I understand people has different taste in food, but if you're an expat, you can't be too picky. Besides, Indonesians' food are very flavorful and tasty. Eating local Indonesian food at a warung can cost you around $5 a meal. Very cheap, right? Now, let's say that you eat 3 times per day. That'll be $5 times 3, so equals $15 times 7 equals $105 per week. That's $420 per month. Now, if you only eat twice a day, then that will cost you even less. But wait, I'm not telling you to starve yourself, okay? That's why I did 3 meals a day. I honestly see some people spend less than that on food. $420 is honestly close to what I pay in food living in USA. And that's me cooking and eating out occasionally. Next is transportation. Let me give you a bit of a reality check. Bali, as beautiful as it is not really walkable. I was in Bali last year, 2025, for a few weeks and tried to walk around Canggu, and this was after the flood. Some of the sidewalk were inaccessible due to the mud from the gutter underneath. Don't get me wrong, there are many tourists that walk, but it's just much easier to get a Grab or Gojek ride. You really need to download those two ride-sharing apps. It's very convenient. Transportation is very affordable in Indonesia. I'm talking about ojek. Ojek is the ride-sharing where you sit on the passenger side or on the back of a motorcycle. This is the most affordable transportation method, which costs you around 14,000 to 17,000 rupiah. That's 83 cents to $1.01. This is for a 10-minute ride. Let's just simplify and use $1 per ride and 3 times per day, which is $3 a day. So $3 a day times 7 days equals $21 per week. That's $84 per month. You can also rent a moped, but I really don't recommend it since riding a moped in Bali's traffic requires skill, and I would rather avoid the stress. If you can walk and your destination is less than a mile, then please do. You will save even more that way. So far it's quite cheap, right? Ready for the next one? Let's talk about internet and mobile eSIM. These days, everyone uses smartphone with an eSIM. eSIMs can be quite cheap. Just search different providers like Olafly or Airalo. This is not sponsored, okay? I just use Airalo as an example because that's what I usually use in Indonesia. Please sponsor me, Airalo. So, if you look at Airalo app, over here you can find different countries' eSIMs. We'll pick Indonesia. You can also see all different packages and how many data you want. Unfortunately, there is no unlimited, but I usually get the 50GB eSIM, which is $42 for 30 days. I have not tried other eSIMs providers, but I tend to stick with what has been working for me. Will you be using 50GB up? Probably, but for most regular people, 50GB is way too much. If you are a power user and use a lot of AI, then make sure you connect to a Wi-Fi and take advantage of the free internet. You'll get it from hotel, cafes, or restaurants. Just a warning though, do not log in into any of your banking or super personal logins while using a public Wi-Fi. You'll be putting yourself at a risk. Now, did I overpay for 50GB, $42 for 30 days? Possibly, but I like to be safe and have some cushion just in case. Everything goes through internet these days anyway. If you think you don't need 50GB, then save yourself some money and get less data. Okay, next is visa cost. As a foreigner, you will have 30 days permission to stay. You'll have to pay this fee the moment you step your foot in Indonesia. Unfortunately, Indonesia is one of the countries that limits the stay period of a non-citizen. So there is no avoiding the visa fee. You can renew the visa every 30 days until you hit the limit, and you can also apply to stay long term, but that will be on a separate video. For now, the visa for 30 days will cost you $35. Please check the most updated cost in the official Indonesian immigration website for any changes. I cannot guarantee the accuracy since fees may change anytime. Thankfully, $35 is not really that expensive. It just kinda sucks that we only get 30 days, but oh well, nothing is perfect. Finally, we made it to the last expense. But before I dive into the last expense, I would like to thank you all for your attention if you're still watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell so you will never miss any of our new video. Okay, so laundry. In Bali, you will find so many laundromat or laundry services where people would charge per kilogram based on your clothes weight. In Indonesia, laundry tends to cost around 8,000 rupiah per kilo, which is 48 cents per kilogram. Let's say that your weekly laundry weighs 9 kilograms. That's around 19 pounds. So let's round it to 20 pounds, okay? Alright, so 48 cents times 9 equals 4.32 cents times 4 equals 17.28. Okay, let's round it to $20 per month, just to make it easier. I don't think you'll have 9 kilograms worth of clothes, but I'm just looking for averages and 9 kilograms seems reasonable. It's cheap, right? So what's the monthly total so far? Hotel for 30 days is $700. Food, $420. Transportations, $84. eSIM, $42. Visa for 30 days, $35. Laundry, $20. Total is $1,301. This leaves you with $199 for entertainment. There you go. Not only we stayed within our budget, we even have some money left. Living in Bali under $1,500 is possible, and there is even more room to save. Do I recommend this? Not really. I personally think that living under $1,500 is very possible, but if my monthly budget is exactly that, then no. My $199 left over will definitely give me a lot of anxiety. Here's the hard truth. Life happens. You can never be too comfortable with just that. I would suggest that you need at least $2,000 per month income to be able to live semi-stress-free in Bali. That way, you can live under $1,500 and still have extra money for health emergencies or if you encounter problems with visa extensions. You will have the money to go to neighboring Southeast Asian countries for a couple of days and re-enter Indonesia. So that's it, guys. I hope this information is useful to you guys who are considering Bali as your destination. I base this on my own expenses every time I go to Indonesia. I was born in Indonesia and now live in USA. I frequently visit Indonesia, so I don't make things up. So that's it, guys. Please leave a like and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.